Welcome to Love Life Your Way. Are you trying to figure out the reasons why your apology is rejected? If you feel the need to offer someone a sincere apology, then continue to learn more about what not to do when asking for forgiveness. Following are 10 things you can certainly be aware of to avoid ruining an apology. Number 1. Expecting an apology in return. If you're apologizing only to prove that you were right in some way and the other person was wrong, it will backfire on you. With this attitude, there's also the potential of causing more friction in the situation. Apology tip number 1. Take full responsibility for your part. Be sincere and focus on your own actions without attachment to those of the other person. Reason number 2. Apologizing to avoid further confrontation. An apology is as good as its intention and truthfulness. Don't apologize just to quickly move past the discomfort without talking about what you're apologizing for. Apology tip number 2. Offer a sincere apology and be willing to have a tough conversation if necessary. Discuss what you might have done wrong and what your commitment will be to prevent this transgression in the future. Reason number 3. Apologizing without accepting responsibility. Saying, "I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm not responsible for your feelings," or "sorry, but you made me do it," is not an apology. It is a way to escape from personal responsibility. Apology tip number 3. Firstly, own up fully to your behavior and how it negatively influenced the incident. Apologize when you fully understand how your actions upset the other person. Reason number 4. Apologizing but playing the reverse psychology or karma card. When apologizing, you might be tempted to apply reverse psychology or pull out the spiritual karma card, eagerly bringing up the person's past and trying to convince them that their response has nothing to do with you, that it's what they or someone else did before, maybe in their childhood or even in past lives. Don't go that route because it can bite you in the bud in equal measure. When your apology is manipulative, you're justifying your actions. In some ways, maybe even making yourself the victim, which robs the other person of focus and energy. Apology tip number 4. Quit all manipulation and hang your spiritual cloak outside the door. Abide by the law of cause and effect and own your part of the equation. Apologize when you can step into the other person's shoes and feel their pain, leaving yourself out. Reason number 5. Apologizing but being too vague. Apologizing without addressing your specific behavior that caused the conflict is too vague and is often an attempt to deflect responsibility. For example, merely saying, "I'm sorry I hurt you," and leaving it at that is not enough, nor does it speak to what you did. It produces too much ambiguity and puts the focus on the recipient's reaction to your transgression instead of your own behavior. Apology tip number 5. When apologizing, ensure that you speak directly to what you did and describe what you're apologizing for. Assure the person that your new awareness will assist you in preventing the same mistake from happening again. Apology reason number 6. Showing no remorse. Saying the right words without the consciousness of true care and repentance is meaningless. The other person will sense your fake apology and it will be rejected. Having no remorse might even hurt the person more and create disharmony. If you find yourself just going through the motions without sensitivity and a lack of empathy, then your words are worthless. Apology tip number 6. Put yourself into the other person's shoes. Before apologizing, practice a forgiveness meditation to energetically reconcile with the person who feels hurt by your behavior. Once you reach a place of genuine remorse for your transgression, if appropriate, apologize in person. Reason number 7. Apologizing but demanding forgiveness. If you're apologizing simply to receive immediate forgiveness in return to alleviate your own feelings of guilt, you will be in for a rude awakening instead. Apologizing doesn't guarantee forgiveness. It's merely the first step towards reconciliation, which is also not always a given. Apology tip number 7. Apologize sincerely and don't give up until you've expressed yourself to the person 3 times. Make sure you follow through on transforming your behavior at the same time. If your apology is still rejected and forgiveness isn't granted, then release the situation to the light of the all. You have put in the effort, and now it's between the universe and that specific person. You have freed yourself from the cord that bound you. Reason number 8. Apologizing while refusing to listen. When offering an apology, it's about listening just as much as it is talking. If you speak over a person, not giving them a chance to express themselves fully, then you're not imparting much of an apology, are you? Apology tip number 8. Be an active listener and truly hear what the person is saying to you. If a person is explaining how your behavior upset them, don't interrupt with defensiveness. Stay quiet until it's your turn to speak, if at all. Remember, you are the one apologizing. The person will naturally want to talk more in depth about what happened. If you are inclined to invalidate their feelings once more, then you'll find yourself back to where you started. Listening without the need to be right is a true form of sharing. Reason number 9. Apologizing and then repeating the past transgression. The best way to ruin any apology is to repeat the same transgression, behaving like a broken record. Your apology becomes unacceptable if you're not making any effort to change and stop making the same mistakes. After repeated empty apologies, you won't be taken seriously. Getting another chance to apologize again might be rejected. Apology tip number 9. How often has someone told us that sorry is not good enough when we keep doing the same things repeatedly? That's because only a genuine apology coupled with actual change becomes better than saying sorry numerous times. Expressing your regret can be the first step to bringing closure, but don't stop there. Transformed behavior is the best apology. Remember, actions speak louder than empty promises. And finally, reason number 10. Apologizing only because you're driven by the fear of loss. Sometimes you might assume the reverse role by apologizing to the perpetrator for your reaction instead of addressing their apparent transgression. You allow that person to steer clear of responsibility. Usually it's because the person is stubborn, pridefully refusing to acknowledge and apologize for their behavior. What's triggered in you as a result is your own insecurity and fear of rejection or abandonment after expressing yourself in a reactive way. While not resolving the initial reason for your reaction, you wipe out the other person's responsibility without further dialogue. Your attitude empowers and enables their viewpoint that they did nothing wrong. Apology tip number 10. Don't apologize for your reaction until the person initiates discussion about what they did to upset you. Keep your silence and be prepared to wait as long as you have to. Create personal boundaries and at the appropriate time express them. Be willing to follow through with any consequences if they are crossed. In the meantime, reflect on how you can better respond rather than react to any seeming challenges that may transpire moving forward. Want to read 2 more bonus tips? Then click the link in the description area below and visit lovelifeyourway.com/blog. Thank you for watching. Your support of this channel is greatly appreciated.